Hello, welcome back to Mindful Musings. I am Dee Dee, your host. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a sound bowl practitioner, energy alchemist, and intuitive, and I just love coming on here and seeing what my guides have to say, what messages may be coming through to help uplift, encourage, inspire, whatever the messages may be, all for the highest, greatest good. I've been doing this for about a year now, at least this YouTube channel. So I'm very grateful for those of you who have been participating with me on this journey. And for those of you who are new, welcome, thank you, thank you. It's an honor and a privilege and very humbling. I need to get a little drink of water. Reminder, stay hydrated with these energies being as intense as they are, fluctuating as they are, new information coming in, downloads, light codes, whatever. It's really important that our body is hydrated. That will help absorb the energy and keep all the toxins flushed out. Just take care of yourself. Be mindful. This is what was just coming in. Be mindful, again, of what you ingest. I mean that in terms of, yes, nutritious value of what you put into your body. So I know for me, when I'm drinking my water, I always like to infuse it with blessings, an intention of, peace, good health, balance, whatever the intention is, and then to mindfully ingest it. Same thing with any food you ingest, just be mindful. Listen to your body as to what your body really wants, what it is your body craving for nutritious value, and what is it craving that's maybe to try and satisfy an emotional need that may not be the best for you. You'll know. And regardless, bless that as well. Infuse that so that this becomes a very mindful practice of being mindful of what you are allowing into your body, into your energy system. That goes as well with what are you allowing, what are you ingesting in terms of energy? What are you allowing yourself to observe? Even scrolling social media, scrolling, the YouTube, or if you're still watching the television or news stations, cable news, anything like that. What energy, vibration are you ingesting? And if it's a low vibration, you might want to rethink it. I would venture to say that most of the corporate media owned news stations, television stations, are running more of a sensationalist, low vibration. Because, bottom line, that's what has always sold in the past. It was, how many years ago, way back when I think Dan Rather, when he was commenting that, when did the news suddenly become profit making? And it was at that point in time, probably way back in the 70s, when the news stations realized they could turn a profit if they made it more sensationalized and that they'd attract more viewers. I don't think it was any, who knows, I don't think there was anything nefarious about it at that time. It was just, we got more sponsors, we can run more ads, we're making more money, we can pay people more, to work here, blah, 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 blah. But then it, kind of got out of hand, so that it has become a little bit more propaganda-ish versus news-ish, which truly in my heart I do believe will change. It will, as all the energies, as we as ascension process takes care of, as enlightenment happens, I do believe we will get back to more of news, not sensationalism, and not always bad, horrific news, just information. And that's going to be up to us on two levels. First level being our work on our inner self to raise our vibration, to raise our consciousness level, so that we no longer find that appealing or attractive at all. And then on another level, where the corporations begin to realize that the masses of people are no longer interested in sensationalism, and they start losing money, then they will have to follow the will of the people and start actually presenting neutral, fact-based news again. And I don't think that's too far off in the future. It's going to take a while. But I don't know where this is coming from, but for some reason, that's what's coming out right now about changes. Changes happen, whether we want them to or not. And changes appear in many different ways. Subtle changes, big, massive changes. And we can only prepare ourselves so much for change. The best way, in my opinion, my experience has always been to just be grounded. Here's the checklist: to be grounded, to stay neutral, the center of your head where you're watching, observing from a place of compassionate detachment, sacred observer, sacred witnessing. But when we are neutral, grounded, connected as above, connect to source and connect to earth, so we feel safe, protected, we are running our energy, we are seeing from a place of neutrality, and we are breathing so that we are calm and centered. That's when change can occur. And that is how we will approach change, is how we respond to it. And to let go of thinking we know what the change is, or thinking that we know how it should change, and all that good stuff, because we don't. We are only equipped to think on this 3D linear plane, this dimension. Guess what? The changes are happening on the energy level. There in the 4D and the 5D, that's where it's being manifest, and it's not going to vibrationally match 3D. So that's how we cannot really know what changes are occurring. But what I would encourage all of us to trust is that even though it may look scary and horrific at times and just disheartening, the changes are positive ones. The changes are ones that we will ultimately celebrate. Do I know what that looks like? No, I don't. I'm working on that, working on continuing to keep my vibration high so I can reside more in the 4D and the 5D. Change is not easy, but change is inevitable. So it is best to embrace the change, to flow with it as opposed to resisting it, because resisting just creates the tension and the anxiety and the fear. When we open ourselves up to trusting the divine, trusting the universe, trusting in our ability to discern in our ability to see objectively, neutrally, then we can merely observe the change and hold in peace and love and calm and forgiveness. I would imagine there's a great deal that is still going to be coming to the surface that is going to require us to up our level, to be more of an activist of forgiveness. It's just, forgiving from the smallest thing to the largest. Forgiving allows the love to come in. And when we are holding rigid and unable to forgive, God, I could never forgive that. That just creates againstness inside. And that's not a match to unification, to the harmony, to the working together. So it's self-forgiveness, of course, first, and it's mostly self-forgiveness of the judgments that we have placed on ourselves. And we forgive by bringing in love. Bringing in love, compassion, and I forgive myself for judging myself as I am remembering who I authentically am. That's a big one. Allowing compassion and forgiveness to fill you. Little anecdote, over the weekend I did go and participate in one of the street dancing events around here, and my objective was, I just got inside that what a lovely experience it will be to witness harmony. And that's exactly what I experienced. Hundreds, if not thousands of people all around, peacefully. And, there was only one person who was attempting to be an agitator. No one paid any attention. And that's beautiful. Because there is the lesson. The negativity wants attention. When you don't give it to it, it goes flee. But also, two different things, if I can remember my thought process here, was the coming together in a common goal of unity and wanting the best for each other. We cannot hold that againstness. We must forgive the transgressions, or what we view as transgressions, not for that sake, but for our own sake, so that we can open our hearts to be able to welcome those with whom we have vehemently disagreed. As they awaken, we must have forgiveness in our heart and hold forgiveness. As we anchor in the love and the forgiveness, it's like it just lights up the grid, which allows the transformation, the alchemy to take place. And that was the other thing that disappointed me, was that, here was this opportunity of these hundreds and thousands, or hundreds, thousands of people together, and yet the remarks coming from the main stage were divisive and juvenile. And then I just went, oh, we have a ways to go. But it didn't rile people up in terms of, again, it wasn't up, no. It was just, that's how they thought they needed to communicate. And then that kind of led me to go, well, yeah, both sides, all sides are doing that, and it doesn't work. And again, if we can retrain to not go to that low denominator of degrading each other and of finding fault in our differences, but rather bringing in the love and the forgiveness. And what is it we have in common? What we have in common is that we are all divine. We all have that spark of the divine within us. And that requires us to see clearly, to see through our eyes of the soul, to see through the eyes of forgiveness and love, and to raise the vibration even higher, to be able to extend the energy of forgiveness. Is this making any sense? I don't know. This is what's coming in. But we have done a wonderful job of working with ourselves and holding light and love. And now we're going to take it to the next level of being an activist of forgiveness. Extend forgiveness. The words again came in. Extend forgiveness, for they know not what they are doing. And we are all one. We are all in different places in our journey towards self-realization. But no one is going to be lost. No one is going to be left behind. So first and foremost, work on what we still need to forgive in ourselves. What is it? Someone wrote, and I thought it was very lovely. It was like, we don't love ourselves after we've healed. We heal by loving ourselves. Loving ourselves means having compassion and forgiveness for our foibles, because we came here to have human experiences. And we are not here to fix anything. We are here to heal, to unify ourselves first, coming from that place. We are not here to fix or change anyone else's journey, anyone else's reality. We can't. Everyone has their own journey. Everyone has their own reality that has been created by our energy, by our thoughts. We hold the light, we can facilitate, we can guide, but we cannot change anything for another person. allowing everyone the dignity of their own process. And we allow it through honoring ourselves, our sovereignty, compassionate neutrality, open heart, connecting with our wisdom, and knowing that the connection will then provide us with the guidance we need to take the next step in creating the new. Didn't exactly expect that to be coming out. So there. I'm going to check and see if any of the oracle cards, my team, my spirit team, my beloved spirit team, wants to say anything more through one of the oracle card decks. Please remember to like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and to share, and let's go ahead and grow this community. Yeah. Speaking of community, I am very excited. One of my dear friends, Gina, has opened her own space, and one of the rooms that she has is she's calling it her treehouse. It's a community space where she has most graciously invited me to facilitate sound baths or game nights or whatever, but at least I'm going to be starting that on Wednesdays, starting in November. It is in Overland Park, Kansas. So if you're in the Kansas City area, drop me a message or a comment, and I can give you further information. But it's the vision that we've held to be able to create a community space where we can just come together and collaborate, be supportive of each other. And what a most wonderful way with sound bowls. And there'll be classes, and I'm just extraordinarily grateful and excited. It's kind of like the field of dreams. If you build it, they will come. That has been Gina's vision, and I have been blessed that she has included me in her vision, and very graciously generous. So thank you, Gina, and more details to come. But I'm extraordinarily excited about that, because we need community now. We need even just to come together and laugh, to watch a movie, to play a board game, whatever. Community where we come together and focus on what is good. And we hold an anchor in our light and our love and our joy. That lifts the energy. Anyway, let's see. Who wants to talk over here? Boom, Sacred Forest. Come here. Sacred Forest, Denise Lynn. So yeah, I'm excited to see what we come up with, because we're having our first on Wednesday, November 5th. And it's just a small group. So we can talk about what do we want to do? What other classes should be offered? And, so it's a circle. Everyone can offer, because we all have gifts, we all have talents, and we all are here to assist each other. So, gratitude. Yeah. So, let's see. Any further message for now or whenever you may be watching this. Okay, here we go. Wood nymph. beauty. Yes. Focusing on the beauty. Focusing on the beauty within. The nymph is, of the earth and in the water, the cleansing of the water, the cleansing of the emotions, the flow of the full moon, of the releasing. And back to what we focus on, we create. So the tendency with what is happening in the lower vibration 3D is there's a focus on the destruction, on the separateness, on the ugly. We are being encouraged to just let it be what it is and focus on the beauty. Focus on how millions of people came together in peace and love and unity and holding a vision. Focus on the beauty of our planet. Focus on the beauty that's you. And I don't mean just the physical beauty. Because beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but the beauty that is the divine spark in all of us. The beauty that is the earth, the trees, the sky, this magic that is all around us. So claim that beauty for yourself. And again, it just keeps coming in. Beauty is, true beauty is more than skin deep. The beauty of the soul, the beauty of integrity. There is beauty all around us. So surround yourself with beauty to remind you. Have things around you, if you like, that make you smile, that remind you of the good and the beautiful in the world, and of what is good and beautiful inside of you, so that you may radiate this beauty. We are creating a beautiful world. Please have patience. Don't give up. In terms of don't lose the faith. Keep your faith. Keep trusting that the universe is conspiring for us. We just might not have tangible proof of it yet. But we will. And remember, it is being created in the other dimensions first. But we must focus on the beauty within, that higher beauty, the higher energy, creating this vibration that will allow us to manifest that higher vibration on the exterior. All right, I think that's it for now. Thank you. Thank you for being a part of this journey. Go outside, play. Go hug that tree. Go put your feet in the water. Go rake the leaves if you want, but leave some leaves for all the, all of our nature creatures. But enjoy, just be amazed at the beauty that is around us at all times. And go hug that tree and touch your feet on Mother Earth and let her support you. And let your angels and guides ask for their assistance and their guidance and be open to receiving the messages for the highest and greatest good and highest timeline for the organic blueprint of your soul. Exciting times ahead. Stay grounded, be at peace. The radiant beauty in me recognizes the radiant beauty in you. Blessings be. Namaste.